Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back, and I just wanted to come in and run my mouth and talk about the people. Before we get into the mess, did y'all see Thee Stallion? She went live the other night, and I peeped in for a few seconds. I was on her live probably like 5 minutes. It wasn't a long time, and I was there when she was talking about her favorite housewives. Well, I caught some of it. The first person who she said was her favorite housewife was Kenya. So she loves Kenya. I said, "Come on, Team Squirrel." So she loves Kenya. Meredith Marks. Meredith Marks is one of my favorite housewives too. Y'all already know I go up for Kenya. Kenya number one. Kenya my number one housewife. But there's a white housewife from Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Um, Her name is Meredith Marks. Um, Meredith is a mess, but she's a good mess. She's one of my favorite housewives too. Pretty much all my favorite housewives are Meg Thee Stallion's favorite housewives. She also did mention she likes Portia, Candy. She says she feels like Candy tries to be she tries to play into like respectability politics sometimes, basically. Um, I don't know if I necessarily agree with that. Um, but she said she also who did she say? Oh, she said she loves Nene, of course. She thinks that they should bring back um what's her name? Portia. But yeah, she loves Kenya. She says Kenya keeps the girls mad. Um and that's her girl. And Meredith Marks. You can leave. Girl. Meredith one of those white women, honey girl. She done tapped into her housewife bags, girl. Now when you first watched Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, Meredith was very much kind of like, "Girl, I'm here, girl," And as the seasons have progressed, right? I feel like Meredith now is starting to tap into her housewife bag, girl. That's how I feel. Um. Anyways, I wanted to talk about Ti and King and Tiny. They said King was down to the football game, cutting up and acting a fool. Not only was King, but the mama and the daddy too. Okay. Before we even get into this conversation, I want to say this. I believe that multiple things can exist at the same time. Sometimes it can be 15 rights and 15 wrongs. Okay. And that's how I'm looking at this situation. I feel like there may be some truths on both sides of the argument. Um, I will say that before, and I'm going to play the video, that while I still believe that King is a mess, I also have started to look at King as someone who acts out because he wants attention from his mommy and his daddy. Um, I also believe that sometimes kids raise themselves. I don't know if King was being shipped off to his grandmother's. That's what King said. I've also heard other people say that Zonique has basically regurgitated the same thing that King has said. That I remember King saying that I saw a clip of this now. King was saying that I guess whenever that we get done filming the show, that they would basically ship him back off to his grandmother's house. So basically, he was only used as a piece, girl, in the game. And when the game was over, girl, we don't need you no more. So go back to your grandmother's house. Um, I also believe that sometimes parents who provide a certain lifestyle for their kids, they feel like they couldn't have done any wrong. You weren't, you didn't grow up on the streets. You grew up over here. You had this, this, and this. Why you mad? Right? And I feel like that's T.I. and Tiny too. I feel like T.I. and Tiny believe that because we gave you X, Y, and Z, then what are you talking about? Right? I'm going to play the whole video so y'all can hear what and watch what was, you can watch it. I'm going to play it. So y'all let me know what y'all think, and then I'm going to come back and give my commentary after I play the video.
King, have you ever woke up with a roach on your face?
Period. No, that's not the goal.
All right, then. So there it goes.
Or in your ear.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I got some in the neighborhood with me that broke up with roach in your ear. Y'all want to go to the bando in my neighborhood? Do y'all want to go to the bando? Do y'all want to go to the bando? To make him look better, he said it. He know not true. Silver spoon. I ain't never ate with that day a day in my life.
Nigga, you did have a silver spoon.
Look, Tip used to have to come to my grandma's house because I'm getting in the fight.
You cried like a baby to go to your grandmama's house.
Every day.
You used to hold your breath
Every
and
day.
throw tantrums to go over there.
I don't want to be in these gates. I want to be outside in the neighborhood. That's why I want to be over there. But they don't understand that.
No, I'm going to tell you the reason why he want to be over there. Y'all ready?
What was the reason?
Because he can suck and pacify over there. See, he was 12 years old. He was sucking pacify. See, he was 12 years old. He couldn't do that in the house.
You cried like a baby. Hold your breath.
Yeah.
They trying to say I was over there trying to suck a passy, but they ain't going to tell you everything like that. They trying to hide it.
Ain't nobody hiding
Sugarcoat it. He capping. He capping. Hey. He know I stand on business. He know that. Ain't no nigga ever pulled my car ever in life. I stand on business. You drop me somewhere, I stand on business. You drop me in your hood, I stand on business. I don't feel like you stand on business. Yeah. I've been stood on business. I've been stood on business. You want to hide it for the world, I'm going to put it out there for them to see. I want to put up nowhere. You ain't had me put up nowhere. Like, you ain't had me behind the mansion. I was outside doing what I wanted to do.
You was behind that till you cried.
No, I got too much to drink. I drunk too much. Drunk too much. Let's go. Now, get mad because we say the South ain't the suburbs. Then he want to talk about some other like this being shit. This being shit. No, I'm being real. You lying. You lying. You over here flagging. You're capping. You capping. You capping. I know you. You capping. I know you.
Ain't no mystery about here.
I know you though. I know you though. What's wrong with y'all? Why y'all doing that to me? Y'all know me. You know I stand on business. Why you even letting somebody play with me like that? Why you letting somebody play with me like that? Why you letting him play with me like that? Why you letting him play with me like that? No, ain't no joking. What do you mean?
You are embarrassing yourself. You're embarrassing yourself. You are embarrassing yourself. You are embarrassing yourself.
Man, what is you talking about? Get off me, man, get off me,
Well, you can't do nothing with me. Ain't shit you can do with me.
So this is what I put in one of the comments on one of the posts. I put T.I. was online thinking it was funny after King threatened to pistol whip a Waffle House employee. King was not raised, he grew up. King's behavior falls on the shoulders of his father and mother. T.I. thought King was going to disrespect everyone except them, when the truth is he acts out because of them. And he still feels some way about being shipped off to his grandma's. King is a mess, but it is not all on him. Let me just say this. I used to be hard on parents. I'll be the first one to say it. And then one day I even had to realize that sometimes not every parent, because some parents, they, no shade, some parents are just a mess. I do feel like there are parents out there who really try and do the best they can, and sometimes kids, we just get into mess. We fall in line with the wrong crowd, right? And if you have a parent or if you come from a single parent home, or even both parents are home, if both parents are working and they are expecting you to do certain things, right? Because both might be at work and you're at home alone, and you know what I'm saying. So there are things we know that we as kids can get into, especially if both parents are not at home, if they have to work. You're counting on your kids to do what they're supposed to do when they get home from school, not sneak in people, not rip and run the streets. But once we start middle school and high school, go we start to have a social life. We are gone from school. We're gone from home from what 7 a.m. And if you have after school activities, girl, so you can be gone more than half of the day, from 7 to 5, 6, 7 o'clock at night. You see what I'm saying? Um, so, you can't always be so hard on the parents, because, again, once we get into middle school and high school, all parents really can do is just hope and pray that, girl, the stuff that they taught us or tried to instill in us, that, girl, we just make the best decisions. That does not mean you stop being a parent, but I also understand that now there are more voices in your child's head, in your child's face, than just yours. So you can tell your child, hey, do A, B, and C. But once they get to school and they have all this peer pressure, and now in 2023, we got the internet, it's a lot that goes into it. You see what I'm saying? So I had to take that into consideration too. Um, but I feel like with T.I., you was just down to the internet the other day thinking it was cute that King was down to the Waffle House threatening to go back up there and pistol whip somebody. You thought it was cute. You were low key downing someone's job. We gonna call a thing a thing. What did he say? Something along the lines of, "You, why are you going back and forth with a short order cook? Why would you go back with a short order cook?" You thought it was cute. You thought it was cute. King had a mug shot at what, 17, 18 years old? A mug shot. Y'all thought that King was gonna run around here and disrespect everybody and threaten to pistol whip people, and you thought you weren't gonna get a piece either? Girl, quiet as it's kept. T.I. should have been down there whooping his ass when he found out that his son was online threatening to pistol whip somebody. That's when T.I. should have had that little motherfucker in a headlock, if we're gonna be honest about it. Now, I don't really believe in like whooping the kids, but here we go with a but. Somebody like King, you might have to square up with him once or twice, right? Because what happens is, like y'all say, y'all think these kids be grown at 18. That's all y'all want to instill in our heads. You grown, you grown, you grown. Well, hell, if you got King, who's 18, with a mug shot, threatening to pistol whip people, his parents ain't doing shit about it, his daddy online cracking jokes about it, then why would you think that the disrespect will stop and not make it your way, King, T.I. and Tiny? Y'all thought y'all were exempt from the bullshit? Y'all thought y'all were gonna have y'all day too? Listen, y'all. Listen. While I understand that everything is not a parent's fault, if King grew up to be the next Barack Obama, I can guarantee you that T.I. and Tiny will want all the credit. So all I'm saying is the same way you will want all the credit if your child grew up to be Beyonce. I didn't know what that was. If your child grew up to be Beyonce, uh, girl, Russell Wilson, or Barack Obama, or Michelle Obama, you're going to have to take some of the credit too for your child growing up to be low key a fuck nigga. You're going to have to take the good with the bad, baby. That's just what it is. I feel like there's some truth to what King is saying. Even if King wanted to go to his grandmother's house, I felt like that was just an easy way for T.I. and Tiny to just ship him off in the first place because they didn't want to deal with him to begin with. I really do feel that way. I think it's easier for people to get online and just completely ignore or throw what King is saying away because it's T.I. and Tiny or because they're the parents and because King is the child. As if what he's saying can't have some truth to it. Do I believe them when they say that King probably wanted to go to his grandmother's house? Yes. But I don't think that meant, I don't think he wanted to live there. I think that T.I. and Tiny, they know that King knows some stuff. That's why he put King in a headlock to keep his mouth closed. Because King was about to start telling y'all business. That's what was about to happen. And I was gonna be right there talking about what King said. Hello. I I I think King is a hot ass mess. I just don't think that everything that he's saying is not the truth. And a part of me feels like King is this little boy who just wants attention from his mommy and his daddy. And he cuts up and acts a fool. And I think that T.I. and Tiny, they're that couple who feel as though because we gave you X, Y, and Z, you should be satisfied. And anything else you got to say is some bullshit. I think T.I. and Tiny, they're that black parent. They're those black parents who feel as if I gave you this, and this, and this, and you still want to be an ungrateful little nigga. That's what they give. And when I go to the comment section, excuse me, based off of the comments that I see, whether it's the shade room or the neighborhood talk, I can tell based off of the comments that a lot of people they're that parent. I gave you this, and this. So how can you? Benzina was just doing it the other day. Coy, what's her name? Croy Leroy, whatever his daughter, Coy Leroy. She tells us this. He comes and says, "You lying. This is what it was." Or do you think that's what it was because you feel like you provided her with this big house and all that? So how could you have any problems and issues? As if people who live in big, as if just because you live in a whole bunch of square footage, a motherfucker can't have problems or issues. I don't put nothing past what King is saying about T.I. and Tiny. And I believe there's some truth, a lot of truth to what King was saying. Do I believe that King want to be this nigga who want to be hard? I do believe that. Do I believe that King wants to be this guy who, I'm from the hood? I do believe that. I do. I do. But I also believe that when you look at King and how he behaves and the things that he says, it really does come across as a little boy who just wants attention from his parents. That does not take away from the fact that King, your ass gonna end up in jail for real, for real, for real, if you don't get it together. And that's just what it is. You want to walk around here, threaten to pistol whip people, thinking you some badass, you gonna get your ass whooped. Because from what I understand, the people at Waffle House, they like to fight anyways. Waffle House employees ain't the hoes you want to fuck with. Okay? You think you about to go down there and pistol whip somebody until they pull one from their back pocket and pistol whip your ass. Okay? Girl, just let the people make your pork chops and eggs and eat your food, leave a tip, and go on home. Do like everybody else do. Girl, I want no smoke. I just want you to cook my food. Thank you. Have a nice day, y'all. Y'all have a good day. All right. Be blessed. Okay. It is what it is. King gonna end up in prison if something don't change. And they not going to therapy. They're not going to therapy because they just not going to therapy. They should. But Ti and Tiny are not gonna want. They're not gonna want to listen to what King is saying. King is telling you this is what I feel. This is my experience. They're gonna tell King that is not what you feel and that is not what you experience. Even though he's telling you this is what I experienced. And if he says, "Oh, like I went to my grandmother's house," oh, it's because you wanted to be there. It's because you wanted to be there. Did he want to go spend a night once or twice? Girl. Anyways, girl, I'm gone. I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all have a good night. Bye, y'all.